Oh, hope everyone is there. Yeah, Srinivas is also joined, right? Yeah, fine. Right. You might be having a little bit disturbance because I'm sitting in a separate room. I mean, there is the windows are open there. There's no power here. As you know, guys, right? India, when February comes, no power cuts, especially in Hyderabad. You're asking Telugu? No, no, just I want to know about it. Hello? Hello? Guys, can you hear me? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but because you know that Hyderabad, there are a lot of power cuts there. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see. We'll start the admin server. So basically, people say that we start the domain. It's not actually starting domain, it's starting servers. Okay. So there will be servers in the domain, and we have to control the domain through servers. Yes. So first we will start. The other day, as we have seen, oh, I didn't share it. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Sorry, sorry. So today we'll see how to create the machines, okay, and how to do a remote administration, which is important, and so that we are actually jumping into the advanced topics. So yesterday we have seen the other day on Friday, we have seen the servers, right? So how to start and how to shut down through the commands like stop and start commands, right? Like you have start manager project to start your manage server, and stop manager project is to stop your. So guys, can you mute when you are not speaking? Thank you. So the manage server. Can you see? Yeah. Yes, right? Yeah. There is some. So we have commands to start manage web logic and command to stop manage web logic, and you have to pass the name of the manage server you want from the another machine where your manage where your admin server is not running. So you have to mention the URL of the specific admin servers. I mean, with the IP address and the port number. Okay. And now today, as we have discussed that it's called remote administration. Okay, like your machine, there are two machines, and one machine you have admin server running. Okay, and maybe your managed servers are different machines. So how do you control? Say to shut down 10 managed servers, you have to issue 10 commands. In the same way, to start also, we have to use separate commands. Okay, so instead of that one, should be able to start straight away. Like suppose in the scenario, I have two servers. I can say MS1, MS2, and start. And it says some error. We'll see what is that error. Okay, so as we are discussing that, domain is a collection of servers, and the servers will be running on machines. Okay, and the servers are clustered across the different machines. Okay, now, so what this machine is here, we are going to match our physical machine through the IP address as a logical machine. So as you know that every machine has a port number, an IP address. So that IP address we are going to match it logically, and we will tell the servers that you go and run there. It's like logical naming. We are going to point it out. Okay. In the machines, in the environment, click on the machines. Before that, you have to put login ready and say new. So we are now about to create a machine. It's called a logical machine. Okay. And the machine OS is Unix machine. Maybe it can be a Unix or IBM or Linux or anything. And virtual means it's a virtual machine. We'll see it later. And other means it's a Windows environment. Okay. So we are going to put Unix machine because I'm running on my Linux environment. So that is here. It's a machine name. It's a logical name. Okay. Go next. And we have something called NodeManager properties. I'm going to, without explaining you, I'm going to do some activities. Okay. So the listener does where that machine is running. So that is the machine's IP address. Okay. So suppose I want to create MC2. Okay, where the IP address will be of different machine. Okay, so that means the physical machine IP addresses we are matching through your logical namings. Okay, so that it will know. And what is the node manager you will see in a moment time. So just at the moment you concentrate on for that machine we are going to give IP address. So which IP address? That machine's actual physical IP address. Okay, then finish. Okay, now one thing. Because it's important just to concentrate. Okay. So we have discussed that there will be in a machine there will be servers, as you know that. And this is my scenario. Okay. And so I'm going to put like this so that you get to know what is that I will tell you. Okay. This is my admin server and this is my MS1 and MS2, MS3. Okay. Another machine for MC3. Okay. And my admin server is running again, and I also have MS5 for example. Okay. So basically, just why I have put this one is, so I'm going to say that this is my one domain. Okay. And this is another domain where so it has, so two different domains are there. Okay, and I will put the names also to you will understand. So this domain is a base underscore domain, and can be here this domain and name it as base one underscore domain. So just don't be confused. The scenario is we have three machines, MC1, MC2, MC3, and we have two domains, okay, called base domain and base one underscore domain. And the servers in the base domain are one admin server and three managed servers, MS1, MS2, MS3. And I have another domain, I have one admin server and two managed servers, namely MS4 and MS5. Okay? And the scenario is now we are discussing about the machine. So machine will have the IP address. The IP address we are going to match it. Okay, logical naming. So it could be like that 168. 192.168.9.46 and 192. So namely here I have three machines and each has their own IP address. And here my admin server runs on 7001, here 7002, okay, and maybe this one 7003, like that. Okay, and here also my admin port is running on 7001 and the managed server might be running on 7003, like that. So as we're discussing that, we should be able to control instead of going to each machine, each box, that is each machine, and issuing the command like stop manage web logic .sh ms1 or start manage web logic .sh ms1, like that. So from the admin console, we should be able to control them. That is called remote administration, where from the console itself we are going to control all your managed servers, MS1, MS2, MS3. So when you take it, a machine might be having managed servers that might be belonging to different domains. If you see this box, the MC2 is having three managed servers, but two of them belong to base domain and one managed server belongs to another domain. So this is the scenario, for example. Okay. So to do administration tasks, so we have to attach first these managed servers onto our machines. Okay, that is the first thing. That's why when you try to start your servers, okay. Guys, you are able to listen me, right? Just in the middle, just say yes, because I have to check the internet if it is working or not. Yeah. Yes, we can have that. That can be that is possible. It's not mandatory that it might be having more than. It depends upon how. Suppose if you are going for domain and domains like this scenario, like dev and test, it's better. But when you go for a UAT or maybe prod, so you don't mix up it because sometimes some of the machines might be in maintenance by the OS team. So that if the machine is down, so other domains will affect. So basically, if it is generally you don't have many constraints on development team and the test team, but after that QA or UAT, so they will make sure that they're properly managed. So what happens is generally it is there is a lot of chances, 50 to 60% that the machines are shared, even different environments like server environment, server boxes have been shared on the same machine where your database is running, or maybe apps servers are running. So it is not hard and harsh rule that that means our machine should have only the servers belong to only one server, one domain. Okay. So see here, so I am going to when I try to start my managed servers. First thing it is going to show you that they are not belonging to any machines. You see here. So MS1 does not have a machine associated with it. So what does this mean is, it is actually trying to the machine where that particular, where the particular managed server is running, because in the machines column, if you see, click on the managed server. So in the machine column, we didn't attach anything. So you have to tell that first managed servers, okay, go and sit there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say MC1. Now actually I am attaching it. Okay, and so I have attached that one. So when I go to the machines, and the MC1, we have seen that there is a node manager is there. So what is this node manager for? Okay, so to do the remote activities, so what we do is we will configure. It's nothing but it's like one of the OS process running in the background. Okay, so the node manager we are going to configure each and every machine. So it is one of the OS process. It can be configured whether in Linux or your Windows environment. Okay, so what it does is, it is also basically one of the OS process. We have to invoke that one. We have to start it. Okay, and what happens is when we issue a command, from the admin from the console. So from the console, it will directly contact to the node manager of that particular machine. Okay, so as we have seen this one here, we have attached a machine, right? So we have attached a machine NC1. So what it does is, it will go and check for the node manager of the machine where, so that means the node manager is running on this machine, the same machine, and the listener port, it is going to contact the node manager. So the default port number of your node manager is your 5556. So it is going to listen, the node manager is going to listen the requests that are coming to that particular machine from the console. So what it is going to do is, when the request is going on, so it is going to contact the node manager. So the node manager is going to invoke, it is going to actually start a voice process to for that particular specific managed server. Okay, so when you invoke that one, what you're doing is you're creating a voice process in that particular machine to support your managed server to start. Okay, So in that way, you are going to communicate from one machine to another machine through the IP address and the node manager. So what does this node manager do? We'll see that one in a moment. So guys, you understood this one? Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah, we are
Yes,
good,
guys.
sir. Venkat.
Sorry? Hello?
Sir, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you listen to me?
Yes, we can listen to you.
Yeah, I think there is some issue with the TV or it might be disconnected. So I will try to reconnect it. Maybe once it is connected, just be online itself. Don't go away. Because, yeah. So node manager is like a voice process running at the machine. Okay, in the machine level as a voice process. And so the node manager what it does? It does the monitoring of all your binary servers running on that particular machine. Okay, so here the node manager is going to monitor all the managed servers running on the particular machine. So when you come here, you will see MC2. MC2 is having three managed servers, MS2, MS3, MS4. But MS2, MS3 belongs to one domain, MS4 belongs to another domain. So the concept here is so everyone is back. waiting for Srinath to join. So sorry, actually there is some issue with the. Hello. You can see the screen, right, guys? Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, everyone is there. So when you see the diagram, as we're discussing about Node Manager, the Node Manager, what it does is it is going to monitor the status of each and every managed server running on that particular machine, irrespective of the domains. So the Node Manager is configured at the machine level, but not at the domain level. Okay, so irrespective of whether there are 10 domains, 100 domains, or a single domain that particular running, it is going to monitor the status of all the managed servers. So what is the main important topic concept of Node Manager is, first is remote administration, which is one of the things where it is useful for us to operate all your, to control your managed servers from the console at a single shot. Another thing is, yeah, it is like your, you can make like that, maybe in a database level, you have PMON, SMON, like that, MON. Okay, and along with remote administration, it is going to see like,
Hey Venkat,
yes, yeah,
manager in a machine which only has like admin server.
no, it is, we configure it on every machine.
But will it be useful if we have a node manager on just the machine where it has admin server? I mean, will it be useful?
Yes. So I will tell you. That's what. See here, I'm going to explain you the second important topic, the recovery and auto restart.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing is remote admin, where you might be feeling that you don't have to use a node manager, maybe where there is a single machine and where all your servers, managed servers are on a single machine. But the scenario, like suppose what happens is if crashed out or shut down maybe due to power loss or something. So when you start the machine, so the node manager, when we configure it as a daemon process, like at OS level, when you start it as a auto start, like how we have in the Windows, also you can configure the node manager. When you are installing your WebLogic server, it is going to ask you, do you want to configure this node manager as a Windows process? That is like what happens is, suppose in this case, suppose I take it like this, settings. So that view log. So click on Oracle. Say suppose these are all running up. So they run automatically. You will see here. You can configure them like startup type, like automatic or manual something. So these run as a voice. That means along with the voice, they are going to run by the background. So actually the roadmap what we are going to do, there is a script there. So we have to initiate that one at the voice level. Okay. So what it does is it is going to see the status of, so then the MS2, MS3, MS4 will have status inside. So the node manager is going to start along with the OS when we start it, and it is going to check the status of all your managed servers, and if they are shut down, like when it observes that it's not a graceful shutdown, maybe it's like a failed state. Okay, then what it is going to do is it will try to restart. It will automatically by itself is going to restart by itself, because it knows that the status of your managed servers are not consistent. So consistent means here your shutdown is not a graceful shutdown. It is like something in a non-compatible state, or they are in a failed state. So when you force shutdown also, it is not going to do it. But when the shutdown process is not graceful, that means it is abrupted in the middle, so it is going to restart it. So it will try to restart the managed servers. Even at the time they fail, so it is going to kill. That means there are some settings you have to configure in such a way that this will be controlled, like how many times you want to restart those managed servers. It will try to connect to those managed servers and it will restart them. Okay, so it is called auto restart and recovery. So when a machine is failed, when you restart the machine, your managed server should be able to start by themselves. That is done by your node manager. Instead of we monitoring it, straight away the node manager is going to take care of that in that particular machine level. Okay, so that you can do manually, but still it is going. The node manager is going to start those managed servers. So in the scenario, suppose here my machine is down. Okay, MS2, MS3, MS4, still these three will be up and running when the machine is started. Why? Because the node manager starts those managed servers. So this way you can avoid, maybe if you are not monitoring, maybe, so it is going to take care. You need not to write any scripts or you need not to monitor always. So the node manager will restart the managed servers running on that particular machine, irrespective of which domain they belong to. Okay, that's why the script will be at the WebLogic level, not at the domain level. So you have to remember like that. It is the node manager runs at the machine level, not at the domain level. That means irrespective of domains, the machine level, the node manager properties are going to be configured. We will see that one. So when you come here, you might have seen that the listen port of your node manager is 555, and also if you go here monitoring, so it is going to show you that whether your node manager is running or not. That means at the moment it is inactive. Inactive means that node manager property has not been invoked. So we didn't start the node manager. So where is that node manager we have to see? So in the middle way, you have a WebLogic server. It is in the WebLogic related. It is a WebLogic related script, not at the domain level. Okay. So go to server. Okay, and bin. Okay. Also, at the same time, I'm going to show you another important thing is in the WebLogic server you have CD common, and in that one we have a node manager is there. So this is called your node manager home. You can configure straight away. So the node manager home is there, where your node manager properties are. Every log files will be stored here. So you won't see too many things here unless you start your node manager. You see here, you have only node manager domains. You'll see what is that one. So now I'm going to do like /start node manager.sh. So I run this one. This is a command to start your node manager. Okay. So now you see it here. So it has created. Just now if you see it here, just at 46 at this time it is going to create your properties. So these are all your supporting properties for us to run. Okay, that's why this path is called WebLogic common node manager. Again they define it as your node manager's home. Okay. You can see here secure listen port 256. So your SSL configurations have been invoked. Why? Because you see here the configuration you have configured the node manager communication type as SSL. If you had made it as plain, so it shows you plain. And now go to the monitoring. See here it is reachable. So the machine is able to link to your node manager. Okay. Now how to stop it? Say suppose, so there is no stop command for your node manager, so you have to kill that process straight away, so nothing else is there. Okay, say suppose I am just say Control C, and you check probably it might have killed by itself because we said Control C, PS-EF. Okay, correct. So it is shut down. Okay. Now, so there is no way to stop your node manager. So that is the thing you have to remember. Just you have to kill them. It comes as a voice process. You kill that one. That's it. And now we will be seeing the node manager properties files. No. You won't start the node manager. See, the node manager, what we do is the script. Okay. So when we give it to the voice team, okay. So what they are going to do is they are going to call this script at the voice level. That means when the voice is started itself, so at the voice level they are going to write how we have batch profiles. So the same way, so at the voice startup itself, at the startup they are going to invoke this one. See how you will configure your, suppose I want to this, suppose your antivirus is there. So that one you don't start it manually, right? They are automatically created. So it is going to ask you that do you want to start the Google Talk or you have a messenger at the Windows startup. So when you say that Windows startup, what it is going to do? It is going to start, okay, these programs along with your Windows operating system. In the same way, these node managers, so the team will configure it for you, okay, at the server machine startup itself. Basically, there is no way to control from console because when you say console means it is belong to one specific domain. Okay, but here your node manager runs as a at the machine level as a voice call, so there is no way to control from your console. So that's why as it is a normal operating system level process. So we are just only killing it. There is no way to stop your node manager. It is not like a user process. It's like a voice process. That's why we kill it. Now, so the important property files we have to see them. Before that, the first thing is you will say node manager properties, which is very important file for you. So open VI node manager properties file. So important file, you have to look, some of the important things will be there. Okay, go up. Okay, domains file, come down. Before that we see the node manager home. So the node manager home, as we discussed, that it will be in your WebLogic home under the common node manager. Okay, and your SunJDK. Okay, and node domains file. So what is this domains where your domains will be there, your list of your domains on the particular machine. So whenever you create a new domain, so the domains updated. Okay, so I'm going to show you that one before going inside. So open domains. So you see here, these are all the domains configured. So when you see these things, WL server, metric, so these are all your sample domains, but base underscore domain is a domain where we have created now. So the first one, third one, fourth one are coming along with your, along with your installation, but the base domain is a domain which we have created. So as we discussed that, so how it is going to try in here the domain level. So that means what are the domains are there in the domains. So what are the machines, what are the managed servers are there. Okay. So this way it is going to keep track of what are the domains it has to monitor. So irrespective of any domains, all domain listing will be here and it is going to update the domains. So all these domains will be monitored by your node manager, irrespective of whether there is admin server running or not. Okay. Again, we'll go to the properties file. Another thing is here you have to configure in the production environments. We'll say listener address will configure it to the machine's IP address. Okay, because it's a single machine, we need not to point it out to listener address. but in the multi-node environments in the production, so we have to mention it here, the IP address of that particular, on which machine it is running. It has to run. Okay, and the listener port is 5556, and another thing is here secure listener. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is secure listener means SSL port you want to enable. Say that, say suppose I want to say false. That means it's a plain. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my node manager. So what I say is move up. I will. Yeah, that's what we discussed. It is going to bring up the managed servers which are down because of some unknown state or because of state where they are in non-graceful shutdown. So probably they are crashed down or the server restarted. So in these scenarios, it is going to monitor and it is going to restart by itself. So it restarts. You can simply, when you are practicing, if you want to configure, so simply what you do is, you can install Windows, when you are installing Windows, so it is going to ask you that do you want to configure it as a Windows service. So you select yes, and you create your managed servers, keep them started, and you shut down your laptop and start your what you say is your no, it is. So if there is a maintenance, you will shut down your manager. First you have to shut down your managed servers. When you shut down or force shutdown or normal shutdown, it is not going to restart it because it knows that it's a graceful shutdown. But if it is a machine failure or maybe because of the crash of your managed servers, then it is going to restart. If it is a graceful shutdown, that means you have issued the command, or maybe it's like normal shutdown or shut immediately. Okay, in the shutdown process there are two steps. How we have database related, like immediate shutdown, that is when work completes. There is two issues are there. That means when work completes, then shutdown, or force shutdown, that is immediately you have to shut down. So in these two scenarios also, there is no problem, okay, for your service to restart it. Okay, so the node manager will ignore all these things. Okay. I think someone has disconnected with that. Now I'm going to make it as no hub. Okay. So you can see here now it has started as plain socket, right? Why? Because we have configured. You see here. So before it was true, when we change this one, it has started to plain socket. Before it was secure socket. Now it is plain. Now. No. The scenarios it won't. It's only an abrupt shutdown itself. It is not going to monitor the performance. It is going to see the status. So we'll see that this how it is going to monitor later stage. Okay. Now to your console and just okay, just I'm going to refresh it. Go to machine and go to the monitoring. Now when you see it here, it is inactive. So but when it is still up and running. So it's just you can say that PS hyphen EF grep. Okay. So how you dot node manager hyphen because this is the one you have to follow that this is your node manager's process. Okay. So it is still running, but why it is not? So why it is not showing here? This is one of the things we do mistakes. In the node manager, it is configured as SSL. So when you keep it plain, okay, and you should keep it plain. When you see it here, we have kept it is actually at the backend running as plain, but the machine is configured to run as SSL. So just either you should make it plain or here we should make it as SSL. So go to node manager properties. So make SSL to secure less than true. Okay. So one of the important things when we configure our node, we do small mistakes and we stuck up. Now, so I made it to true, and what I top your node and nothing else is there. Kill -9. This is the only way we can do anything to kill shut down your. Okay, and again I'm going to. So it is going to start it. So go there, now monitoring. So it is reachable. Okay, so the one more thing you have to remember. Here, crash recovery enabled, you have to make it true. So when you want your node manager to restart, to recover from the machine's crash, that managed servers will shut down because of the machine's crash. So you have to enable that crash recovery enable equal to, you have to make it true. Okay, so what happens is you don't have any issues with the restarts. Okay, but unless until you enable this one, it is not going to do this activity. Okay, and the log file is there. So state check. So what state check is here? It is going to check the state of each and every managed server after every 500 seconds. Okay, and your log file. And in the node manager, so in the node manager home, you have node manager.log file is there. So these are the things you have to follow especially. And there are some other properties where you will be seeing them when we are configuring the server environment. Okay, there are some important things you don't need to have now because you get confused. Okay, things you have to remember. You have to make this one as true. Then only your crash recovery is enabled. Okay. Now, another thing is now I have attached MS machine to the managed server. Now I am going to start my managed server called MS1. You can see it here. It is going to start. Now same thing I try to do it for MS2. Of course I didn't attach this managed server to any machine. Okay, now go to MS2. And same thing I'm going to make it as I'm attaching that one to the machine. So now activate changes, go to servers, control log Reddy. It is also starting. Okay. So now there is no issue of startup. MS1 is started. So here I want to shut down also I can select these two, say shutdown. The shutdown, see here we have 4 shutdown and 1 work completes. When you say 1 work complete means it's like your normal shutdown, and 4 shutdown means you don't wait any other request to complete. So when work complete means when it waits till all the clients connected to those managed servers we discuss. Okay. And here, go to CD. So I'm going to have CD servers and open MS1, and there you have logs. Okay, I'm going to clear it so you will see. So basically LSI for LTR. See here, just now it has created MS1.out file. Okay. So when you start your manage server through the console using your node manager, it is going to create the log server startup and shutdown. So when you do from the console, they are going to return into your .out file. Other activities straight away into log file, but your server startup when you do through console using node manager, they are going to be written into your .out file. Okay, so that is one of the thing. Yeah, the log file, it is going to write, but it is going to see any deployments are happening or when do any configuration changes, it is going to write those things. But your runtime activities are in the log file, but your server just started, so that activity will be there. Is there, when you see it here, these things will be there, but at the server startup time, you will be having some deployments are happening in the backend. So those things actually, when they are there, so those things are, you see, this is a different, scenario. Just now already started, so we'll see in the page down. So these are all the things which you recorded recently, but when you see them, so these are all at the time of your server startup, what is happening. Okay, the background process it is going to write here, but your server startup, server activity startup, we see it here, it just the server status is pointed out, what it has done, just resuming and that's it. So at the backend process server, at the time of your server startup, all of the activities are being done internally, going to written into .log file. So people get confused, net results, they are going to ask you, what is the difference between your .log file and .out file? So tell that the server state activity when you start and shut down, that server start activities will be there, but internally when you start a server, there are some deployments are happening, background process are happening, those are again written into your .log file. Okay? And okay, you are clear about, right? The thing you have to remember .out file and .out log file. And it is one of the important thing the topic. How the node manager is going to check what is how it is going to check the state of each and every managed server. So this is an important thing. Not many people in the real time teach you. Okay. So here go to the data. The data server. Every managed server will have data directory. In that one you can see a node manager. So once you start your node manager, your managed server using the console from the that is using your node manager from the console. Okay, your node manager file will be created directory. In that one, see I started 9.1. So the properties are created just now. Okay, so first thing is your ms1.pad. Okay, vi. So this is your process ID. So you can check it here. ESF and EF grade. See here. Where is your thing? Here. This is my get. This 9236. Open the EF9236. The PID is selected here and ms1.url. So ms1. So what is the IP address and the port number of your ms1? So it will be, so through this it is going to pass the parameters onto your admin server. Okay, and your state is there. See it's running. So the first is it says. So this way it is going to check the state of each and every managed server. So this ms1.state. So as we discussed that every 500 seconds it is going to check the state of the managed server. In the node manager properties you have state check interval equal to 500. So when you configure that one, every 500 seconds it is going to come and check this file. Okay. So the ms1 state will be changed when you start or shut down. So it is going to pick that one and do the corresponding activity. It sees that running means okay, it will leave. In this way, it is going to check every managed server running on your that particular machine. Okay. And startup.properties file. This here is the important thing. So your auto restart means it's like the startup properties is a file which you have to tell that how your node manager should control your managed server. Okay, so we have enabled crash recovery enabled equal to true. We have set to true. So although you have done crash recovery enabled equal to true, and we should make enable here auto restart equal to true. Otherwise, when these both are true only, your managed servers are being restarted from the crash recovery. So crash recovery, it is trying to enable, but how it is restarting your server means, once suppose if it will try for once, and it will retry for second time. So how it will do? It is going to, so you should say how many number of times you want to restart it. Maybe twice, thrice or 4 times. Okay, and your restart interval. Restart interval means like after every like 16 seconds means it's 60 minutes. So every 1 hour it will restart it. And also your admin server's URLs. This way it is going to contact your admin server and it is going to update your status. Okay. And autokill fail, that means after reaching maximum number of 2 retries, it is still not restarted. So it is going to kill, that means it is going to just ignore that one. So that means it will be in a some illegal state. Okay, that is important thing. Your startup properties file. Every managed server will have this data directory, but when you start your managed server through your console, it is going to create a node manager. In that one, you have these properties are there. Okay, and what is this one? So this booted properties file is the file where when you start your managed servers, okay, and when you start from your console, the username and passwords are going to be picked up from your booted properties file here. Okay, for your practice in your home, you practice in the job. I'm going to give a scenario. You create a managed server, okay, but don't create any security directory and don't create okay. So what it is going to do, manage server from the console, it is going to look into this booted properties file present in the node manager directory. But when you start the same node manager, when same manage server from the console using the command, it is going to look into that manage server security in that security booted properties file. So it is going to look into different files based upon how they started. So this booted properties file is the one you try, okay, as a practice. Create a manage server, but don't create booted properties file in that manage server, but you straight away start your manage servers from the console. So it is not going to ask you the booted properties file. Why? Because the username password are stored here in the booted properties file in the MS1 data and that one in MS1 data and in node manager. The same way, go to your MS2 also. Here also you have data, node manager, and here you have booted properties file. So this way, this is going to check the booted properties passwords. Okay. And here also the same way you can say that select multiple things and say shutdown. So for shutdown, so what it is going to do? Here, do you want to do server startup, shutdown? A request has been sent immediately to shut down the selected server. So what it is? So tail-f store.out. Sorry. See it here. When you come to the download file, it is going to see some message called NodeManager log file waiting for process to die. So what is this process means? This process is a process which is your that MS2's process ID. The same way you can go to MC1 9236 is the one, right, which we have seen. 9236, I think so, if I am not wrong. So go to MS1, okay, go to logs. So 9236 here. So it says what it is going to do, it is going to kill that process simply. Nothing else is there when you say shutdown. So it is going to MS1 or MS2. Okay. So the thing with your node manager, just learn them. Then see here you have both your managed servers have been shut down. Okay.
Yes, Venkat, a couple, if you have time.
Sorry.
I have a 2, 3, if you have a time or...
Yes, tell me, no issues.
Okay, the first thing on the user management, how we do the user management, because we install the WebLogic server, let's say with the Oracle, okay, and the next layer like managed servers or the admin server, all those should be with the same username, or we can do it with a different usernames.
See, the WebLogic is the administrator related internal user. It's a default user. Okay. So whatever, so that is actually administration user. But we can create administrator separately, but their username passwords are not used. That WebLogic is the by default user. Like how you have, if you are apps, you have apps is username password, right, internally. So in the same way, so whatever, when we are creating that WebLogic 01 username password, that username password itself are going to be used. So apart from that,
I'm asking about user.
Sorry?
OS user, I'm asking about the OS user because we install the WebLogic with the root right now. If we do the WebLogic server Oracle user, so under that the domains should be with the same user, or we can do with a different users as well.
Oh, that one, yeah, anyone can do that one.
So in one domain, I can use the different users for a different domains, right?
Yes, you can create multiple domains.
No, yeah, multiple domains with a different username.
Yes, you can.
I mean to say with the OS user.
Yes, OS user, because so what it is going to do, we are going to give all the execute permissions, right? So it is going to create execute, only executes. So you can create, you can use it, no issue. So different users.
One domain.
Yeah.
In under domain we have the managed servers and admin server now. So this should be with the same user as a domain what it is there, correct?
Yes. Suppose if you create a domain with Oracle user, so same Oracle user you have to do it for all. Otherwise, it is going to raise issue that some created permissions issues will be there.
Okay. So now the node manager. So
Yeah.
the node manager on which process the ID will start. I mean we say like when we start the node manager.sh, so it will create a voice process, right? To manage the managed servers. So
Yes.
name this node manager process will start.
We have to make it as Oracle as well. So whatever the
So
from where, yeah, from where. One second. So with which user the permission is there, na? So from there you have to choose that one.
okay,
So from there you
WebLogic server.
yeah.
User.
Yes.
So in that case, if we go back to the paint, we have installed the we have every node should have a individual logic server, right? Binary.
Means I didn't get.
Uh, can you go back to the paint, the diagram which we have? Yes. So here we have the in one node we
Hello. 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 Hello.
have the one WebLogic server.
I
think we have the
Srinath, I think I have started your question.
And under that we have the domains. Under that we have all these managed servers and admin servers, right?
Yes.
Am I still there? Okay. Let me ask you again. So on the diagram, we have the first we have the WebLogic server binaries. Under that we have the domain. Under the domain we have admin server and managed server, correct?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So if we say different, if we have two whatever the diagram we have, the managed servers are individual. It's deviated, right? It's not no depend on the base domain. The domains they belongs to different domains.
Yeah.
So which we are installing should be the same username on the OS level.
See, your node manager runs in the what you say is suppose suppose you have a WebLogic server, you have to install your WebLogic server also running here. Okay, so it doesn't matter if how you have created your managed servers on suppose, because suppose if you created MS2, MS3, MS4, okay, on your Oracle user, okay, but your what you say is your node manager might be installed on different user, but it doesn't matter. It is going to monitor it.
It is going to monitor.
It's going to monitor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The last thing, like now in real time, how we manage all these managed services? Do we put any? Do we have any monitoring like from our or something like that? Or
Yeah, in the middleware environment, you can put all of them into OEM. Okay, whether it's a WebLogic or your console itself is going to have it, but still you can configure it to OEM to write your scripts, monitoring scripts, you can write and send it out. Also you have WLC scripts, you can write your WLC scripts.
Okay, for the admin server as well, correct?
Yeah. You can configure them into OEM. EM policy, ELOG, you can configure. EM policy is there, you can configure that.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Venkat.
Yeah, okay. Okay guys, okay, see you tomorrow at around 8 o'clock itself. Seems we have a proper backup. Okay, see you same time at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, maybe between 8 and 8:15 I will log in. Okay, thank you.